Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about James Gunn getting caught up in trying to defend his dumbass race swap for the High Evolutionary. So recently he responded to a fan and tried to call them racist for them calling him out like, oh, another white character being changed to black and stuff like that. When will this ever stop or whatever? And he was like, it had absolutely nothing to do with race or ethnicities, and I don't give a fuck about the ethnicity of the characters. I just cast who's perfect for the role. And it's just like, but the character isn't black. And then you said the reason why you cast the actor, I'm not going to pronounce his name because it's just a no for me. The reason why you cast the actor is because you worked with him in Peacemaker, thought he was a good actor, and said, hey, you want this role for Guardians of the Galaxy, which proves that movie has been reshot, honestly. And that means it wasn't even nowhere close to being completed if you cast him so late towards the casting of Peacemaker. You get what I'm saying? Because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 should have been done before Peacemaker, but apparently not if you cast this guy to, you know what I'm saying? So there's some things about that's looking a little sketchy. But you just said the reason why you cast him is because you like that actor. So it wasn't the best actor for the job. It was, you like this actor, you didn't have a role for him. Well, technically you could have made a role for him in the movie, but because it was such at the last minute, you cast him as a character that you know was traditionally white. Because see, my thing is, if you guys have to, if these actors, directors, producers and stuff have to try to defend the casting decisions of a character's race, then they failed. They failed at casting, and they're the real racists. Don't let Hollywood keep trying to say that you, the fan who read the character, who know about the character, that you're the racist one. No, that doesn't even make any logical sense. You purposely announced that character that you hired him because he was black. Like, I mean, because he was a good actor. I mean, well, not really a good actor, but you knew the character wasn't black. And that's what people are saying. Like, if you knew the character wasn't black, why would you cast him? I can understand you like the actor, but if the character is not black, why did you cast him? And then people are like, the character is actually like purple and stuff like that. Okay, let's say the character is purple. Then why do we need to see the actor's face then? Thanos was purple, but we didn't see Josh Brolin's face. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so dumb. If you really want to try to make this whole, if the character's alien or whatever, okay, that's great. And you're going to cast a black person, that's great. So why did you focus on not covering the actor's face up to match the character? You get what I'm saying? It's the same situation with Antidote as Starfire. Starfire is literally an orange-skinned alien. Why you just couldn't cover her ass up in orange makeup? That's what, if the character look orange, then that's scary. If the character's supposed to look purple, then cover his ass up in purple, and we shouldn't see that he's fucking black. But you purposely left that out. So you wanted us to know that the character was black. Don't sit up here and say it wasn't, because honestly, you can go on the internet, honestly, and even then, I have an encyclopedia about these characters. So again, when a lot of y'all be trying to tell me that I don't know nothing about it, I have an entire Marvel encyclopedia that's almost up to date, all the way up until 2019, I believe. So let's talk about these characters, since y'all want to talk about it. The High Evolutionary is a fictional character from the Marvel comic books. His real name is Herbert Eger Winman, and he's an evolved human. He was mentioned in Mighty Thor issue 133, October 1966, and he made his full appearance in the Mighty Thor issue 134, November 1966, and he was created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Okay, but you hear what I said? Evolved human. So everybody that keeps talking about he's an alien, he's a cyborg, wrong. And you would know that if you just go on, you can literally go on the Wikipedia pages of these characters and literally look that shit up. Okay. And then again, because people were trying to say, I actually read the comic books and it wasn't even described that he was a white man. Okay, fine. Let's read his biography, because apparently, since you guys can't even use the fucking internet correctly, Herbert Egbert Winman was born in Manchester, England. While a student at Oxford in 1930, he took interest in the work of genetic biologist Nathan Essence, aka Mr. Sinister, and began experimenting with genetic manipulation, building a machine he called the genetic accelerator, which in an attempt to evolve the rats in his mother London basement. So he's from the UK, and he was born in the 1900s in UK. Let's not pretend like we talking about a character that was just always black. Matter of fact, there's a picture of this guy, which I'm probably gonna post on the video so you guys can see. I'm sorry. Winman was approached by a mysterious man whose truth outcast the inhuman genetics Penadira, who handed him papers containing blueprints for cracking the genetic code. With this information boasted his experiments, and Winman successfully developed the serum dubbed Isotope A. Like, that's really all you need to damn know. That's really all you need to know. And that's just a quick bio of the character. Let's go back again. Herbert Egbert Winman, which, by the way, does that sound black to you? Not one bit. Not one bit. Was born in Manchester, England in the 1900s. Again, he was an evolved human, born in UK in the 1900s. White man. Oh, and get this. Originally had red hair. Originally have red hair. And he was changed. He was changed to be a black African man. Because the actor who plays him, I believe is African. I believe. Let me see. Well, of course his name is, because Nigerian British. That's about the only thing they got, because he of course it was like, well, he's technically British. Okay, but come on now. you see, but he's a Nigerian British, right? Oh no, he was born. Okay, well, he was born in Nigeria, but he moved to British with his parents. Okay, all right, cool, whatever. But again, I'm not about to pronounce the man's name. I'm just not about to pronounce the man's name. You guys know this guy's name, but because let me see if I butcher, because I already know I'm gonna butcher it. Chewy Edgewina. I don't know. I know I fucked up that name. I already know I fucked up that name. You ain't even got to tell me twice. I already know I fucked it up. I already know I fucked up that name. But again, the character is clearly a white man with red hair. And like, he appeared in 1966, where Stanley and Jack Kirby created him. So don't sit up here and tell me that the character was never white, or he has purple skin, dude. Okay, if he has purple skin, why isn't the rest of his body purple then? Why is his face, his hands, and his arms not purple? Why are they black then? Why does he not have his iconic mask on Because since he genetically modified himself, he shouldn't even have a normal human face anymore. But yet, here we go, looking at a normal human face. And I have a problem with, James Gunn trying to call a fan that's of diverse nature themselves racist. MF, you the racist one? You the one who literally took a character that you knew damn well was not black, made them black, and now that you're getting some pushback, you want to try to say that the fan is being racist or it didn't have anything to do with race. It had absolutely everything to do with race because you knew damn well the character originally wasn't black. But I forgot, this is y'all precious James Gunn who said he don't even give a damn about comic books, but yeah, y'all want to try to defend him talking about, oh, he's going to do so well with DC, even though his 2 projects that he did with DC flopped at the box office. Come on now. But again, okay, you might not care about comic books, but take the lumps. Don't try to reply to somebody and try to say that they're being racist. No, you're the actual racist because you knew damn well the character was not black. And then trying to make excuses. Okay, Zoe Zandala, Dave Bautista don't look like Drax or Gamora in real life, but you made sure that they had makeup to cover up that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Mantis. The same thing with Nebula. These characters are covered up and they're played by different races. The reason why you don't get any pushback from that is because they look like the characters from the comic books. Now, if High Evolutionary had looked like his character from the damn comic books and if his face wasn't exposed to being a black person, we wouldn't have this problem. But because his face, his arms, his hands is shown to be black, and because it's such a focus on his face that he's black instead of actually showing because again, I'm gonna put up another picture. I'm put up another picture where you can actually see what he looks like in the comic books. You would know that the character is originally a white character who's been genetically modified. So I'm not saying he can't be played by a black actor, but we don't need to see that he's black. We just need to see that he's the High Evolutionary. You need to make him look like the comics. It's funny how you made sure you try to get the characters to look like the Guardians of the Galaxy, even if you did screw them up. At least they still look like the damn characters from the comic books, sort of. But then when you get to certain characters, you want to get lazy, and then you want to race swap them, and then when people call you out on it, you want to be like, oh, race doesn't have anything to play with it, and you don't have to be a racist. That makes sense, because it don't make sense. It really doesn't. And again, the fact that you have to respond to it knows that you know you did it wrong, and that you're the real racist. But that's just Hollywood in general. This whole we need to race swap characters nonsense is getting kind of tiring at this point. But that's just my personal opinion, honestly. I'm just over the unnecessary race swaps when you don't really have to race swap characters. You really don't need to race swap characters just for the hell of it. And then when somebody calls you out, you want to try to get mad at them for calling you out. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you know you did wrong, just shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. If you say you obviously don't care, okay, that's great that you don't care. But don't sit up here and try to defend. Don't sit up here and try to call out the fan and try to say that they're being racist because they don't like the changes that was made to the character. To me, that don't make no darn logical sense right now. To me, that don't make no logical sense. How the hell the fan racist for calling you out for race swapping the character when the character is originally a white character? You forget that a lot of people have read these comic books. The reason why the MCU is around is because there are fans who've been reading these comic books for a long time. Stop trying to pretend like that these fans don't exist. And stop trying to make them important because they're not the important ones at the end of the day. The real fans, the fans of these comic book characters are the important ones. But those were just my personal opinions. But yeah. The High Evolutionary. Are you guys going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? I'm not, because there's no point. There's literally no point. I don't even care. honestly. I really don't. Like, there's nothing interesting that makes me want to care about the Guardians of the Galaxy after Volume 2 was hot trash. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.